Joel Ward, Koyate, Mamadou Sakho, Tyrick Mitchell.
Playing against Crystal Palace is always being a difficult game because first of all, and you know you are so excited, sometimes the legs are so...
And Crystal Palace are just the kind of team to strike fear against Southampton, West Ham and Aston Villa, who all finish.
They will cause you massive problems, they're one-on-one and they can...
But trophyless last season, so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will look for his side. Eze is still waiting to make his first Premier League.
Rashford and James for United up against Crystal Palace's fullbacks.
Among his substitutes. 4 matches on the road. Here's James McArthur. It's cleared by... Now Marcus Rashford, Shaw again, trying to drift it through to... Here's Maguire. Ayew is applying the pressure. Here's Zaha, who always has...
Far better at Crystal Palace, you just see there... Well, there was a game here before lockdown against Southampton.
Manchester City, but 12 draws cost them. That's Schlupp, and here's an opening.
Would have a problem with it, and it's a brilliant fit before the game. If Lindelof and Maguire were one.
Andros Townsend and Manchester United are shocked from... In his career, Andros Townsend, he's played in the top 3 divisions.
They've got dangerous forwards.
On by Rashford, just too far ahead of... Now Shaw. Townsend involved once more, applying the squeeze here. His perspective, although as though the fact that Crystal Palace have already... Back by Schlupp. Townsend. This is James, who's hardly been able to get into the game as yet. Couldn't find his... Fosu Mensah. Chance. It's Fernandez corner, all the way out to Pog. In again by James Rashford.
On the header. And at that point there, I thought it was Zaha's ball, and he stuttered.
Here's Schlupp, who's got 3.
Yeah, I think it was a Palace ball that came off Fosu Mensah.
McCarthy. Out for the majority of his games last season. That early goal from Andros Townsend. Board. Zaha looking for a free kick, which he gets. Looks to sweep it into the middle. It's cleared by Rashford. Rashford. Pogba goes for the dominate.
Starting to settle down a little bit now.
Wan-Bissaka on the bench. Here's McTominay with a strike.
His left toe.
Made good headway here for Crystal Palace. Thought about the ball. And Dan James.
His path. Didn't need to try that.
Townsend couldn't keep the shot down this time.
Didn't really get it out of his...
Fernandes emerges with it. Bruno Fernandes got a slight deflection, but math of the challenge. James McCarthy did actually more harm.
Schlupp just puts it across into a brilliant... His availability.
Yes, he only played...
Partnership, if that's the problem with Luke Shaw at left-back. His performance levels when he plays are deep.
Cleared by Sakho.
Which allowed Lindelof just to give himself an extra yard.
And almost felt a Schlupp. It has now.
Atkinson lets it go. I think it is a foul, this one, because they're there. The elbow goes into...
Goalkeeper out of a hole there. Fernandes with the ball looking for Rashford. And Fosu Mensah managed to turn away from his man. It's James looking to play.
Bit of a weak shot from Daniel James. Tries to place.
Drags it through to Martial. Fernandes was caught. They are drawn to 2 challenges. First from Townsend. Fernandes.
Posed a big threat to United. The second 20 minutes.
It won't be yet a while, but at what point... Here's Bruno Fernandes. Fosu Mensah looking to deliver. And it's Jordan Ayew takes the corner. Cleared by Pogba, not giving him any turning room. Mitchell doing his best to assist, still trying to make something of it.
Together is critical for Manchester United. They do need that fourth strike really well, all three of them, whether it be at Liverpool and City or other teams.
Sure. Should that be less of a priority, bearing in mind the problems they seem to
over the line. Without them, Manchester United, they're not going to close that gap.
And Crystal Palace here looking to add to their pain today with Ayew.
Just puts him off going outside again and decides to take the shot earlier.
And the more they push for this Manchester United, the more at risk they are.
What point do we go for that sort of equaliser? Do we be...
And Pogba going for the hit.
Unique ability for a central midfield player to be able to go.
Indicating he's okay. I think he just took a blow to the face.
Tottenham look like they're signing Bale. It does send that message.
And they could be under even more. Andros Townsend.
It was Zaha just there. He was ready to hit it down, and then he knows that he's got a bit of a problem if Greenwood wriggles away from it.
No way through for him either, or so it seemed. Anthony Martial. Martial. Goal that has Crystal Palace making all the running. Maguire. Looking for the cross to Greenwood. Fosu Mensah ran into pressure from Manchester United, but is it going to lead them anywhere? Sacco meets the cross that got tight to him. Martial takes over by Schlupp, and the block is by McTominay, who's then in ahead of Zaha. But here is Wilfried Zaha again. Ross Townsend given away by him to Scott McTominay.
It isn't going to count. He waits Wilfried.
Fernandes with a cross that's from the corner. McTominay got the flick on, and who could get in here? Ayew, and it got a deflection.
It hits Victor Lindelof's.
The scope. And Ayew, oh, it's a weak penalty. Palace victory.
Well, we do see
another recheck, because of course the other thing about VAR this season.
2 inches.
Zaha does score. No mistake.
The shape and their organisation, but there is an element.
Return to Old Trafford will be a try. Did have it in them. Bruno Fernandes curls in the kick. That decision.
The full-backs for Crystal Palace have got out quickly. They've done the...
Van der Beek. Got Zaha up there with him. And Maguire. Manchester United making their own problems here. And Townsend looks for Zaha. Fosu Mensah with a cross.
Cross. It's Kouyaté.
That could start a much-needed Manchester United. And it's Wilfried Zaha. Oh, he's...
Far corner or drag it back towards the near post. It's a 50-50. It's weak.
Old Trafford. This man is enjoying